So if we start here, we have complementary angles. And here we have supplementary. Sorry. Now, complementary angles are two angles that when they're next to each other, they are going to equal 90 degrees. So complementary angles equal 90 degrees. Supplementary angles, when they are next to each other, and it could be two angles, it could be three, it could be more, they equal 180 degrees or a straight line. So complementary angles form a right angle, and supplementary angles form a straight angle, okay? So let me give an example here. So here we have a right angle, okay? You will see that little square in the corner. That means it is a square angle, so this angle equals 90 degrees. If this angle, and I'm just doing this off the top of my head right here, if I know that this is 40 degrees, this angle, the orange is 40 degrees, okay? What is the other angle? What angle would be in there? Well, we know this is a complementary angle because together it forms a right angle. So I could put a C for a complementary angle. So what I'm doing is, I'm saying is that what number, okay, so blank plus the 40 degrees equals 90 degrees. Okay, so it's what angle plus the 40 degree angle is going to equal the 90 degree right angle. So to figure out what's going to go in this blank, we could work backwards and say, well, if the entire angle is 90 degrees and we subtract the 40 degrees, what do you get? You're going to get 50 degrees. So 50 degrees is what is missing. Okay? Now, let's try another one. So, I have another right angle, okay? And coming out of my right angle will be here. If this in here I know is a 15 degree angle, this is a 15 degree angle, right? It's not perfect. I'm just making it up right now. I need to find out what is that angle in there. Well, I know since it's complementary, right? It means that together they're going to equal 90 degrees. So it's 15 degrees plus what I don't know equals 90 degrees. So you would have to work backwards here. Working backwards would be 90 degrees minus the 15 that we know gives us 75 degrees. So the missing angle here would now be 75 degrees. That is how you find a missing complementary angle. Now we have a supplementary angle because we're going to go across. It's a straight line. So if it's a straight line, I know it's 180 degrees altogether. Now I'm going to split this up. Well, actually, first we'll split it up here. I'm going to say that this big angle here, I'm making it up, is 110 degrees. Okay? This is 110 degrees. This angle all in here. What is this angle that's missing, right? Well, so I'm doing what angle blank plus 110 degrees equals my 180 degrees. All right, I can work backwards, and I could say 180 degrees minus the 110 that I know is 70 degrees. So missing would be 70 degrees. There we go. Now, I could split this up. You may see it 3 ways, okay? Well, right away I know this is going to be 180 degrees, okay? And let's say I know that this is 45 degrees and this is going to be 70 degrees. What is missing over here? Well, I know the math I'm doing is 70 plus 45 plus, I don't know, equals 180. So I could subtract 180 minus 70 minus 45, or I'm going to add those two together, which would give me 115. I'm doing it in my head. And now I could subtract 115 from 180. Let me subtract. And that gives me 65 degrees. So that would be 65 degrees. And that's 65 degrees. That is our supplementary angle. Now, a trick that I've always used to know what's the difference between a complementary angle and a supplementary angle, okay? Because you know one term means angles that equal 90 degrees and one is angles that equal 180 degrees. I always think the letter C comes before the letter S, and 90 degrees comes before 180 degrees. So it's 90 and then 180, and then C comes before S. Complementary comes before supplementary. That is how I always remember it. Okay? So there's a video on how to find complementary and supplementary angles.